Hi, I'm Kristen Oaks-White. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week. Well, this week marks 10 years since Hurricane Rita made landfall in Cameron Parish as a Category 3 storm. Overall, the storm caused about $12 billion in damage. As Avery Davidson shows us, there was also damage you can't put a price upon: the cultural and agricultural changes in the 10 years since Rita.
This is what Cameron Parish looked like from the air 10 years ago. It was just days after Hurricane Rita made landfall that farm journalist A.J. Sabine shot this video. The water you see here covered pastures where cattle would graze. On the ground, the landscape littered with their carcasses. Hurricane Rita proved that a lot can change overnight.
Right now, there's no neighbors and nothing else. It's a lot different than it was.
J.B. Meaux had a barn on this property in Oak Grove, just east of Cameron. This is what's left. His house did not fare any better.
My house was about a half a mile from where we are. That's where the water was. 2 weeks later, we still couldn't come back down the road.
And 10 years later, he has not rebuilt, much like many in Cameron Parish. The population in this rural parish was at nearly 10,000 people before Hurricane Rita. 10 years later, it's just at more than 6,000.
You kind of come back and you get to looking around and see what's not there and get to thinking about what used to be and how you, in the evening, people would come around and visit and stuff, you know, your old friends and things that's not here anymore. It's really kind of depressing.
My house was right here, and I haven't taken that part out, you know. I will, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Uland Guidry lived in the community of Creole, about 2 miles from his friend J.B. This cracked front porch is about all that remains of his old 4-bedroom home.
I came to here in '67, 10 years after Audrey. And if you look at areas now, it's sparsely populated. Your relatives and friends, most of them are not here. And in '67, I came to work here. You couldn't tell a hurricane had been through this country. It was repopulated. Businesses were flourishing. You just couldn't tell there had been a hurricane. Today, you can tell.
I remember when this service station was still open and operational. It was the day before Hurricane Rita hit in 2005. I was coming down here with the crew from WAFB in Baton Rouge to do the obligatory Everybody's Evacuated story from Cameron. Little did we know that it would be the last time we would see this place with a roof still overhead. And just like this place, how it hasn't returned to its former glory, neither has the agriculture here in Cameron Parish.
For a year, we couldn't take care of our livestock. We had them in other places.
Guidry did bring his cattle back to this land, what he could keep, which is fewer than 100 head. Meaux also scaled back his herd from about 300 head to 200. Overall, Hurricane Rita caused nearly $600 million in damage to agriculture, according to the LSU Ag Center. But there are some things the storm washed away you just can't put a price on.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard when there wasn't nothing left, something you worked for all your life and really wasn't anything but a few pieces of equipment or a few dishes or stuff scattered. But most house was all gone. All my barns, I had 7 barns and 2 equipment sheds that was all gone. And my mother's house, and I had another little tenant house, all that was gone.
Gone and never rebuilt. Only memories now shared between 2 old friends. In Cameron Parish, I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Both Guidry and Meaux have children involved in agriculture, so the traditions will go on. But as you saw, for them, it's just not the same. For more pictures and interviews from 10 years ago, you can visit our website at twilatv.org.